There is a moment every traveler knows. You're halfway through a trip. The scenery doesn't look right. The road signs are different. The GPS signal is weak. You stop the car, pull out the map, and realize something uncomfortable. You're not where you thought you would be. Now, this could go one of the two ways: panic or possibility. Let me tell you a story, not about a person, but about a path. A young man once followed a map, not a literal one, the kind we're all handed early in life. Go to school, get good grades, pick a major that makes sense, intern, climb, network, achieve, buy a house, build a retirement fund, retire, be happy. That was the map. He followed it exactly, took the right classes, checked the right boxes, said yes to the right jobs. He did not love them all, but that's what the map said. It would all make sense later. He reached his 30s. On paper, he had made it. Good job. Apartment in the city, a LinkedIn profile full of words like strategic, impact, and growth. But something didn't feel right. Like when you're in the right hotel, but in the wrong city. So he kept pushing. More hours, more hustle, promotions, side projects, productivity hacks, life hacks, weekend getaways to recover from the life he had built. Eventually, the feeling caught up with him, not as a breakdown, just a slow, quiet question. Is this it? He didn't know what to do with that question, so he ignored it until one day it wouldn't stay quiet. So he left. Left the job, left the apartment, left the whole map behind. People were confused. Why would you leave? You were doing great. But the truth was, he wasn't lost. He was just off route, and he was finally starting to figure out why. Here's the thing no one tells you when you're young. The map wasn't drawn for you. It was drawn for safety, for predictability, for a version of the world that doesn't even exist anymore. It was drawn by people who lived through wars and recessions and wanted stability for their kids. But we live in a different world now. A world where careers zigzag, where industries shift overnight, where meaning isn't found in titles but in alignment, where success doesn't look the same for any two people. And yet, many of us are still following the old map. Why? Because maps are comforting. They give us the illusion that there is a right way. But sometimes the map is the problem. Here's what the map don't show. The cost of ignoring your gut. The years spent chasing someone else's dream. The burnout that looks like ambition. The life you miss while building a resume. Maps can be useful, but they can also be cages. Scariest part of walking away from one? No one claps when you take the first step. There is no applause for starting over, no round of likes for figuring things out. In fact, it can look like failure. But what if it's the start of an actual freedom? Let me tell you what happened to the man. He didn't disappear. He didn't go live in the woods. He just started listening to himself. He worked jobs that gave him time, not just the status. Chose curiosity over credentials. He stopped sprinting toward things he did not care about. And for the first time in a long time, he did not feel behind. Because he'd stopped playing someone else's game. He wasn't rich, but he had something better. clarity. Clarity about what mattered, about how much was enough, about what he was actually willing to trade his life for. And here's the twist. Once he stopped chasing the map, life actually expanded. New work showed up, different kinds of people found him. He wasn't scrambling to get ahead, but he didn't fall behind. He had burned the map and built a compass. So here's the invitation. Don't just follow the map, build a compass. A compass points to what matters to you. It doesn't promise speed or straight lines or guaranteed results, but it keeps you aligned. And in the world that changes faster than any map can keep up with, alignment is more valuable than direction. You can be wildly off course on the map and still right on track in your life. So ask yourself, whose version of success am I chasing? What would I choose if no one else was watching? What do I already know but keep avoiding? Maps are helpful until they are not. And when they are not, the bravest thing you can do isn't to ask for another route. It's to burn the old one. And trust yourself to build a new one, step by step, with a compass that actually listens. Thank you.